Hello everyone, welcome back. Throughout football history, there have been so-called curses that have affected clubs or players. So today, we're looking back at some of the biggest curses in football history. So anyway, let's get into it. Starting off with the Argentina national team curse. Before the 1986 World Cup, the Argentina national team trained in Tilcara. Whilst they were here, they visited the Virgin of Copacabana and prayed to win the World Cup, and if they did, they'd come back and thank the Virgin. Argentina then did win the 1986 World Cup, with Diego Maradona being the star, but the team never returned to thank the Virgin of Copacabana like they said they would. This lack of respect and breaking their promise is believed to have started the curse, which began in the 1990 World Cup, where they lost in the final to West Germany. This streak then continued Romania in 1994, 1998 against the Netherlands, and grouped in 2002. The curse then continued 2006, 2010, 2014 and 2018. The curse also affected their performance in the Copa America. They were runners-up in 2004, 2007, 2015 and 2016. However, in 2018, a large portion of the remaining players of the 1986 squad would return to Tilcara in an attempt to break the curse. And this might have just been successful, with Argentina winning the 2021 and 2024 Copa America, and of course, the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Next up is the Aaron Ramsey curse. The Aaron Ramsey curse involves a celebrity dying shortly after every time the Welshman scored a goal. It was believed that each time Ramsey scored, a celebrity would then die soon after. On the 2nd of May 2011, Ramsey would score against Manchester United, with Osama bin Laden dying shortly after. October 5th, he scored against Spurs, and soon Steve Jobs passed away. In 2012, a goal against Sunderland saw Whitney Houston die a day after. And on January the 10th, 2016, he scored again against Sunderland, with David Bowie dying a day later. And then, only 4 days after that, he would score again against Liverpool, and it would see Alan Rickman then pass away. The curse has also been connected to other celebrities like Stephen Hawking and Olivia Newton-John, and many more. Of course, the curse is a coincidence, and in an interview with Aaron Ramsey himself, he disapproved of the curse, saying, "It was a silly rumour that I didn't take any notice of." Now it's time to discuss the FIFA cover curse. It's been believed that whoever stars on the front cover of FIFA is cursed to have a poor season coming up or suffer a serious injury. FIFA 06 star Wayne Rooney suffered a serious injury and ruined his season. Theo Walcott failed to be selected for the 2010 England World Cup squad after his appearance on the FIFA 10 cover. FIFA 12 star Jack Wilshere was injured for the entire season, and this pretty much led to the downfall of his entire career. And of course, FIFA 20 had Eden Hazard, whose career and form collapsed after his move to Real Madrid, and of course, his front cover appearance. We can even see the curse in the new EAFC 26 front cover, with Jamal Musiala being sidelined for a long time after a serious injury at the Club World Cup, and Jude Bellingham being out of action after his shoulder surgery. Next up is the famous Harry Kane curse. The Englishman has been one of the greatest strikers of modern times. However, it was firmly believed he was cursed to never win a trophy. In his time at Spurs, he reached 3 finals, including the Champions League, but they failed to win them all. The same can be seen with England, losing 2 Euros finals and his penalty miss against France at the World Cup. The curse only intensified after he joined Bayern Munich. The German Giants had won 11 Bundesliga titles in a row and had won a trophy every season for the last 12 years. This all ended when Harry Kane joined, with a loss in the DFL Super Cup final, an upset loss to Saarbrücken in the DFB Pokal, and of course, losing the Meisterschale to an unbeaten Bayer Leverkusen. However, the curse was at last beaten this season, with Bayern winning the Bundesliga and Harry Kane finally winning a trophy. We now move on to the Benfica Curse, which involves former manager Bela Gutmann. The Hungarian led Benfica to the Portuguese Cup, 2 league titles and 2 European Cups. It's reported that in 1962 he asked for a pay rise, but the club refused to give it to him. This led to Gutmann saying, "Not in 100 years from now will Benfica ever be European champions." Since then, Benfica have lost 5 Champions League finals and 3 Europa League finals and have not been European champions since the curse was set. It is also reported that the curse is completely false and originates from a misquote by a newspaper translating an interview with Gutmann from German to Portuguese incorrectly. In 1963, Gutmann said they will be champions of Europe again. Nonetheless, if the words of Gutmann were true or not, the curse has certainly lived on in Benfica's performances as they remain without any more European success. And finally, we look at the curse of Chelsea's number 9. It's believed that the number 9 of Chelsea is cursed for that when the player wears it, they are cursed with an awful form and their performances will be incredibly poor. Mattia Kesman took the 9 in 2004, 41 appearances, only 7 goals, after only 1 season sold to Atletico Madrid. Crespo then took the number 9 and performed poorly before leaving for Inter Milan. Bucharuz only lasted a season with the shirt before being loaned away. It was then handed to Steve Sidwell, who also only lasted 1 season before being sold to Aston Villa. Franco Di Santo then was given the number 9, but failed to score a single goal in the Premier League or any other competition and was sold to Wigan. Next came Fernando Torres, who made the curse iconic. An incredible player for Liverpool, he joined Chelsea for a massive £50 million. But once taking the number 9, he became a complete flop and was a terrible signing for Chelsea. In 2015, Falcao played awfully under the number 9 as well, for in 2017, Chelsea broke their club record fee by signing Alvaro Morata from Real Madrid for £60 million. Morata would join the list of players who played awfully with Chelsea's number 9 and was a complete flop. The same can be said with Gonzalo Higuain when he took the number 9. Then, in 2021, Chelsea spent £97 million on Romelu Lukaku. In the end, this was a terrible signing. Lukaku iconically played a full 90 minutes against Crystal Palace and had a record low 7 touches the entire game. Not much longer later, he was loaned back to Inter, then Roma, before leaving Chelsea for good with Napoli. Next came Aubameyang, who also played awfully with the cursed shirt. Former Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel even admitted he believed in the curse, saying, it's cursed, we now have a moment where nobody wants to touch the number 9. Most recently, we've seen the new signing Liam Delap take the shirt, and we'll have to wait and see if he continues the curse. But anyway, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then please consider subscribing, as it makes all the effort I put into this video worthwhile. Thank you once again, and I hope to see you next time.